You guys are walking pharmacies, okay? You're loaded to the gills on shit. So just be honest with yourself.
My last Olympia, I actually ended up in hospital.
No show is worth your life.
Brazil is a powerhouse of bodybuilding talent, where fans live and breathe bodybuilding, cheering their athletes with unmatched passion and energy. As currently from Brazil, we have the reigning Classic Physique Olympia champ Ramon Dino, top 10 men's open Olympian Rafael Brandão, and Lucas Garcia, who just shocked the bodybuilding world by finishing top 3 in his very first 212 Olympia appearance. And this is not an exception. In almost every division, the Brazilian athletes are standing toe-to-toe with the best in the world on the biggest stage of bodybuilding, the Mr. Olympia. But alongside this success, there is another reality that cannot be disregarded. In Brazil, we see far too many sudden and premature deaths in the bodybuilding community every single year.
You don't hear about all the deaths, especially in the Middle East. There's a death a week in the Middle East, or 2 a week. In Brazil, same thing. 1 or 2 a week. You just don't hear about them.
Steroid abuse is an undeniable part of the culture, so much so that many Brazilian professionals openly talk about it. And on top of that, the underground market adds another dangerous layer, where poor quality control turns an already risky practice into a ticking time bomb. This culture of extreme shortcuts does not stop with steroids. Side enhancement oil injections, commonly known as synthol, are extremely widespread in Brazil. What was once considered a fringe practice has now become normalized. And now the line is pushed even further, with PMMA being used not just at the amateur level but by professional athletes as well. In fact, the issue recently intensified when the reigning Women Physique Olympia champion Natália Coelho faced serious accusations of PMMA use, a controversy that sent shockwaves through the bodybuilding world. And when practices like this stack up alongside other extremes, I think the toll on a bodybuilder's health and lifespan becomes impossible to ignore. So we will discuss a few recent tragic events from Brazil that just took place last year. A Brazilian bodybuilder, Ricardo Nolasco dos Santos, better known as Cadu Santos, died suddenly at the age of 31. Cadu started his bodybuilding journey at the age of 17. He won 11 bodybuilding titles during his career, and he was 2 times overall champion of muscle contest, which is a well-known Brazilian bodybuilding competition. This year he competed in several shows, and he had a great performance in his last show, which was just weeks before his passing. The cause of his death was not made public before, but later his mother revealed that he was going through a difficult week after losing his cat. His blood pressure was frequently high, he had headache, and after having a seizure, he suffered a stroke, which ultimately took his life. Whereas people point to steroids as the main culprit behind his untimely death. Another Brazilian bodybuilder, Marcos Antonios Moraes Paz, died after becoming ill from using anabolic steroids. According to his family, he had no health issues before, but after using anabolic steroids, he was facing serious side effects. As his wife said, he was not breathing properly, his urine was not normal, he was unable to sleep, and his kidneys were not functioning well. He was just few weeks away from his bodybuilding competition, and after having all these side effects, Marcos believed this is the price he has to pay to step on the bodybuilding stage. Marcos had a serious seizure and his body could not recover from it. According to his family, he passed away due to the abuse of steroids. After investigation, several anabolic steroids were found in his apartment, including clenbuterol and trenbolone. At age 32, he left behind his wife and 2 small children. Adilson da Silva Ferreira, also from Brazil, died after having a heart attack. He was 40 years old. Guilherme Henrique, better known as Gabull, was just 30 years old Brazilian bodybuilder. His girlfriend revealed that the cause of death was asphyxiation due to bronchoaspiration. Many people on social media claim that steroids were responsible for his untimely departure, whereas his girlfriend refuted that his demise was not related to the use of anabolic steroids. Brazilian bodybuilder Wanderson da Silva Moreira died during a bodybuilding competition after collapsing in front of the audience. Although the help arrived quickly, but the 30-year-old bodybuilder Wanderson could not survive after having a cardiac arrest. Many fans were criticizing the sport of bodybuilding, saying its lifestyle was the main root cause of his sudden passing. He frequently had high blood pressure, and 3 days before his passing, he promised to his wife that he would bring the trophy home. But but sadly he lost his life on a competition day at only 30 years old. Wonderstone left behind a wife and 2 children. While working on this video, I came across more heartbreaking news about the loss of 2 more young Brazilian bodybuilders. Brivaldo Marques Jr. was only 25 years old at the time of his passing. He was an up-and-coming men's physique athlete aiming to earn his pro card. Recently, he competed numerous times and his last show was just few days prior to his sudden demise. He passed away on the 22nd of December 2025. Earlier reports say the cause was a heart attack. Brivaldo was consistently mentioning and praising his coach in almost every post. I'm not attacking or accusing any individual. I think a major responsibility comes on the athletes. They are responsible what they are putting in their bodies. But responsibility does not end with the athlete. In my opinion, it does extend to the coaches as well. Coaches actively guide, influence, and often pressure athletes throughout their prep. They proudly attach their names to wins and titles, and almost all of them brag about their athletes' achievements. Yet when an athlete tragically passes away, acknowledgement from those same coaches is often absent. You won't see even a single post from most coaches when the tragedy happens. Just a few days after the passing of Brivaldo, another Brazilian bodybuilder, 28 years old Camin Notario Nunes de Oliveira, was rushed to the hospital after having a severe pain in his leg. According to his family, doctors diagnosed necrotizing fasciitis, a serious bacterial infection known as flesh-eating bacteria, which causes the rapid destruction of skin tissue. Camin underwent emergency surgery, but he could not survive. His demise occurred due to the misuse of injectable anabolic steroids.
The main culprit here, the terrible storage conditions of these products. Many athletes buy anabolic steroids on the black market without any quality control. If stored in hot, humid environments or exposed to light, they can be contaminated by bacteria. In Kevin's case, it is suspected that a contaminated injection introduced the bacteria directly into the muscle tissue.
His father stated that the health problem was caused by the use of illegal muscle-building steroids. He said the search for the ideal body led to the premature loss of my son Camin. May his story serve as a warning to anyone thinking of turning to risky shortcuts in order to achieve faster results. Camin leaves behind 2 twin daughters and a grieving family. His passing has been widely shared in Brazilian media as both a tragic loss and a cautionary tale about the potential health risk associated with unsafe performance-enhancing methods. According to my rough estimation, more than 50% bodybuilders pass away due to heart-related issues in 2025, and the average age was only 35 years.